Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. In today's video, obviously you can see from the thumbnail, from the title, is a red trade. So we traded ISPC. This video may upload on Friday. So this trade was actually from Thursday, the 13th. And very frustrating. You're not going to win all your trades. I get it, but it still is frustrating. So ISPC, this is the trade breakdown, episode 18. So I hope that you guys enjoy these videos. If you do, hit the thumbs up for me and hit the thumbs up for the video. It sure helps the algorithm. That's what we need to work on, that algorithm. So here we go. ISPC. Let's take a look. This was the leading gapper. Well, it was the second leading gapper in the morning. Pre-market, you guys know I like to trade pre-market. What I noticed here was the news that came out at 8 a.m. That's what I'm looking for. I'm always looking for those fresh catalysts. So if we look at this on my normal platform, this is the way that I look at stocks, and this is my trading platform. I have my news right here. At 8 a.m., that is when the news came out. What I didn't like about the news was it was COVID related. COVID is so overdone with the news catalysts. I should have known better. I really should have. And unfortunately, I was one of the suckers that thought that this was going to continue to go right here. It didn't. And that's what led, actually right here. I'm sorry, right here. That's what led to this, really nasty false breakout. That's not what I wanted. I want to put on my set that I use for momentum stocks. I always have the 9 and I have the VWAP. That is what I use. Volume, level 2. So that's everything. And then down here is my 5-minute chart. So if I want, to see that bigger, I'll pull this up and I'll take a look, at the 5-minute, and then I'll just, pull this back down. Because I like, when I'm trading and I'm looking to get good entries, I want to see this with a little bit of a bigger, area. So one way we could do that, we'll take this back and we can take a look at this a little bit better. Showing my trades on it and where I got in and where I got out. If it wants to show up, maybe it'll show up on this one. There we go. Perfect. There is the $240 loss. I was so proud of myself here. So I actually got out of this trade and I was waiting for that first 1-minute candle to make a new high and then continue to go. Right here, that's a trade. It's the first pullback. And this is where I should have known that if the first pullback didn't even catch bids, what was I thinking over here? So anyway, we'll get into that. But this was a $20 trade. And I cut the trade at $8.42, right here, $8.42 on 1,000 shares. That's $20 before this flush. And then it started to base out a bit. Once I saw the basing out around, the $8 mark, so we were seeing 8 sort of hold up pretty good. Once 8 held up, I started to see, that volume that we like to see. I'm like, all right, maybe there's some traders in here. I'm going to catch this one for a ride, caught it for a ride, and stopped out right here. I didn't wait. I didn't hold. I didn't hope. Okay. That is just not the way to trade. And this continued to go, down. This could have been thousands of dollars worth of a loss if you continue to hold these stocks. These are for scalping purposes only. That's my strategy, to scalp them. This trade right here, listen, that's one of my L's. I took an L on it, and you're not going to win every trade. Unfortunately, it was a decent size loss. This was about a $260 loss. That's, right up there with any more than that. I don't really like. I've taken bigger losses, obviously. I can handle them, but it was frustrating. And I am glad I got out where I got out. But when you're trading bigger share size, every 10 cents is $100. So, while this was only like a 20-cent loss, give or take 26 cents, it still hurts. And, seeing this, I really thought this was going to break VWAP. Now, a lesson we can take out of this. Let's first, actually, before we do our lesson, I want to show you where I look to see the stats on this. So you go up to Yahoo Finance, type in ISPC, click on statistics, because I want to check what the float is. So the float was 4.3 million shares. I liked that. I wasn't a huge fan of the news catalyst. It was still a catalyst, though. It still had news, which was okay. So we had news, we had a good float. The daily chart was pretty wacky, but it was one of these stocks that has seen former runner type of potential. So, maybe in a hotter market, this would have kept going. 2000, 2001, this first pullback probably would have went to $11. It just didn't happen, and that was the loss that we took on it. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is, and we move on. We move on with our day, and I moved on with my day yesterday and actually finished up on the day, even with starting a bad loss. So it just goes to show, if you continue to battle, you have experience, you try not to, over trade, don't trade stocks that weren't working for you, go to something else and, trade your way out of it. Don't over trade, but, take some good setups. And that's what we did here today. But this is going to be an L. This is a losing trade. ISPC, it happens. I hope that you guys hit the thumbs up for the video. I hope that you enjoyed this little recap here, and I will see you back on the next one. Take care, guys.